Hey guys, another quick little channel update to go ahead and show you the progress of what I've been doing and a lot of new things that I picked up recently too. The Eye Tiger, I'm going to go ahead and just have pictures at the end of the video. Like I said before in the previous ones, this camera absolutely sucks ass at doing that, but the Eye Tiger got a nice healthy mix-up of chipping and washes and rust and grime streaks, but keeping it to a bare minimum, like I said, for the Battle of Silo Heights for Panzermeister's group build. I'm going to keep it very dirty, but to a point. Last time you guys saw the JSU 152, it was completely just assembled, no paint, no nothing. And here it is, all nice and decaled out. It still has its gloss coat on it. I'm taking Cohen's word for it and putting gloss coats for decals and washes. And it's coming out really nice. Not quite sure what next I want to do to it stepwise with the gloss coat before I mat it out. I'm still debating whether or not to put a partial whitewash on it. But, hey, we got nothing but time. Also for Panzermeister's group build, I am starting on the half track. I just started this the other night with friends, and then I ended up helping them build a few Gundam kits that they bought. Be getting into some sci-fi old anime series as well. Anyways, it's really all that's new workbench-wise, but for future coming projects, my hobby store is moving out a whole section of it to build an indoor track in it. And they took a lot of items that they had from a few years back and put them and made them all half off. All Dragon smart kits, Cyber Hobby smart kits, plane, I mean everything you can think of. So I picked up a few things. I've never really built aircraft before, but so I picked up a BF-109 E3 by Academy Models. And apparently this is a special edition for the Heinz Bar Super Ace. And it also comes with cartograph decals, Cohen's favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and try to work on that. For like, I think I maybe paid maybe like $8 or less for this. But a Russian field car by Tamiya. This is what I got so far, and I just applied a wash. It's still kind of wet. But basically it's Russia's Willys Jeep. It was actually really nice to put together. Everything fit real well. It was the 70s Tamiya Masterpiece model. And I mean, just for a little diorama piece, is actually a pretty good kit to get. Which is what I'm mainly planning on doing that. Alright. Dragon Smart Kit, picked this up for real cheap. I think paid maybe like 15 bucks for it, somewhere around there. The Aufklagungspanzer with a 2cm 20mm. Let's keep it like that. With a 20mm gun. It's one of Germany's last variations of the Panzer 38. As you can see, it's got the Czechoslovakian Panzer 38 chassis, and it's built all the way up to just about the housing compartment for the crew, and then the turret up is all the quick little riveting metal pieces for these tanks. I looked at a bunch of research for Panzer 38 is one of my favorite vehicles, and I heard that these tanks were, well, they were very efficient for the war. They were very efficient at the beginning, but they were very harmful to the crew as well. For this armor is all riveted, and striking direct hits from even ricochets will actually dislodge rivets and have them bounce around the cabin. And there's a lot of instances where, well, a lot of commanders, well, really just all the crew ended up having bolts in their heads at the end of the day. It's not great, but one of my favorite little tanks. So I'm going to pick that up. Picked up another smart kit. Panzerkampfwagen 3 Als J, Model J. I wanted to go ahead and pick this up to practice on the Smart Kit Panzer 3s before I get into the Cyber Hobby one that I have for the Battle of Kursk. This is actually, this kit here originally is about 50 bucks. But I ended up getting this and another model for about 40. So I got this one to go and start working on. And just because I saw it, and it just reminded me of Panzermeister, I picked up an E50. Trumpeter's E50. If you wanted to know anything about this kit, look up Panzermeister's videos. He's done a great job on it so far. I'm not sure if he's finished it yet, but from what I've seen, it's badass. I'm not sure what I want to do with this tank since it is a paper Panzer. I was kind of thinking about maybe doing a whitewash on it and making it, I don't know, World War II dragged on for one more year, or whatever. Or if I did get an idea for Humikabarkus got an E100, and he ended up saying that he might do a Battle for Washington type of diorama for it. So we're kind of thinking, oh, that sounds pretty interesting, so I might do something like that, but it's up in the air for now. And last but not least, changed it up a bit, a modern tank. The German Leopard 2 A4. This is one of my favorite tanks, along with the M1 Abrams and the Challengers. Just about every main battle tank in the NATO forces these days are just phenomenal. So I picked up this kit. What I'm going to have to do, though, is buy tracks. If anybody knows where I can pick up some tracks for this, any websites and things like that, I've been looking for them. Reason I say is because the vinyl tracks that came with this, I looked through the box and I took them out and I was like, oh, these look actually pretty nice for vinyls, and then I was looking at them and they just popped in half. I mean, it's like breaking potato chips with these tracks. It was terrible, but they were really nice. I gotta say, for vinyls, they were actually really nice tracks, and they just fell apart. So no, they suck. So if anybody knows where I can get some workable tracks or any other decent tracks for a Leopard tank, please let me know. I have been looking online, but I haven't really been able to find something yet that strikes my eye. So those are all the tanks so far, at least on the new ones. Next little project that I might do as a little project in between group builds is Trumpeter's KV-1 Model 1942 lightweight cast tank. It's okay. It's alright. It's more of like a weekend project build type of tank. That's all I really want to say about it. I can't say much more about that tank. Well, guys, that's all I got now. As you can see, I have a ton on my plate. I have the whole armory here, of which I bought shelves recently. I had to put them up in my room somewhere because I'm building more. I got another one here, I got one here. All these aren't, well, these are done, these aren't. And a load of them boxed, but you can never have too much, right, modelers? Never have too much. Plenty is not enough. Always need more. Well, guys, that's all I got for now. If you want to see any kit reviews or anything like that, or if I start building one of them and you want to know what it's like, or certain pieces and this and that, or whatever you want, any questions, please feel free to ask. I'd love to go ahead and answer them. And until then, thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you on the battlefield, guys.